Guys, Brian Zimmerman here, CrossFit Jungle Gym owner, talking about the hardest thing about getting fit. All right, so I'm making a series of these videos. I put out a Facebook poll just to understand from the general public, and I always love doing this, and like I said this in the last video, or maybe this is the first video you're watching, so you don't know this, but I put out this question every once in a while just to understand other people's perspectives. I've been in fitness for the last 10 years. I've been an athlete my entire life. I've been training for my entire life. So what I think is the most difficult thing can be different from what you think or what anybody else thinks. So what's great is, I'm getting all these answers on what's hardest for other people. And one of the things that we already talked about was not knowing what to do. One of the next things was getting motivated and then staying motivated. And one of the most important things to stay motivated, getting motivated, right? You have to have some emotional connection to a goal, right? Almost every time somebody that comes in here on their first session, there's been some life event that said, hey, it's time to take action now or there's gonna be problems later, right? It's for example, I've had somebody come in and say, there's been, there's some scenario in my life where now is the time. It's, hey, I need to take care of my child, and I'm realizing I'm not physically able to do that in the way that I could a couple of years ago. And if we go on the same track, I'm not gonna be able to take care of my child the way that he or she needs to be taken care of. Whether that's running around the yard and playing with them, giving them a happy life in that regard, or whether it's they have some special needs that I need to physically carry them from wheelchair to the toilet, right? Those things require stuff. Or maybe it's, I'm a really busy person. I own my own business, and I don't have time. I haven't had time to exercise for the last 5 years, and now all of a sudden I go to the doctor and my cholesterol is really high, and they're saying I'm borderline diabetic, and holy crap, I need to do something. I need to do something fast, or all of that work that I just did on my business for the last 5 years is going to be worth nothing because I won't be around to enjoy it, or I won't be around to see the fruit come to bear, right? It's the hardest part is we need to make connection emotionally with why we want to accomplish any of our fitness related goals. If there's no emotional connection, it's going to be very, very difficult to stay motivated for any reason, right? It's one of the things, you need to keep that at the forefront of why you're doing this. If you want six-pack abs just to pick up a chick, all right, maybe you got to create some emotional connection to that. Is it because you want six-pack abs, or do you want to pick up a chick, right? If you're wanting to pick up girls, and that's the only reason you want your six-pack abs, you don't actually want six-pack abs. You want to be able to pick up girls, and usually that means you want confidence. And if you want confidence, and the reverse can go for ladies, you may just want to look good so that you feel confident, so that you can find your life's love and have options like that. But there's got to be some emotional connection. Then, after you've found an emotional connection with why you want to get fit, you have to see progress, and you have to celebrate it, and you have to recognize it, you have to see it. And one of the great things about what we do here at CrossFit Jungle Gym is we celebrate those on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and we do goal setting every 3 months, and we are going to recognize the progress you made. You're going to set goals, and we're going to show you the progress along the way. And the more advanced you get, the harder it is for progress to continue to happen. And what's awesome is if you can see minor little things, on day one, it may be, hey, I learned to squat without knee pain, and that's the first time I've ever squatted without knee pain. Wow, that's huge. It seems really small, but we need to celebrate that win because it's movement in the right direction. Maybe you haven't had that for the last 40 years, but it's celebrating these really small things is what helps keep you motivated. And any forward progress is better than regression. And if you were gonna take in a week, if we can get you to move a little bit better, and if you would have just been sitting at your desk and not doing any exercise for a week, you actually regressed. It's now the gap in between not doing anything and doing something or getting a little bit better is widening. And if you talk about over the course of a month, it's even wider. And over the course of 2 months, it's even wider. And over years, it gets really, really wide. And those little tiny small wins are actually double in comparison to doing nothing. It's seeing those progress, celebrating them, and like, oh, Brian, we're celebrating over I did a double under, like it's not a huge deal. No, it is a big deal. It's progress in the right direction. Or like, oh, I only lost 1 pound this week. Yeah, and if you lost 1 pound every week for the next year, we're talking about 50 pounds. Like that is great results. And right, you have to celebrate them and you have to recognize them. If you don't recognize those things, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be salty. You're going to be mad. You're going to be like, I'm not getting where I want to go and I'm not getting there fast enough. And what happens is you become your own biggest enemy in terms of staying motivated. And like, you know, if you have a body composition goal, like 1 pound of lean body mass added is awesome, right? 1 pound of body fat lost, even if that means that like, so like, for example, if I gain a pound of lean body mass and the scale goes up a pound, that's still a win in terms of body composition. If your body fat goes down, you gain a lean pound, your weight is the same, but like your body composition has changed significantly. It's changed by 2 pounds. And like that's incredibly powerful, and you like need to know that information in order to continue to see progress. Or like it's like the difference is success equals motivation. It doesn't happen the other way around. Motivation can only happen if you have success. Like getting started, have a little bit of success. Guess what happens? You get more motivated and then you have more success. You have more success, you get even more motivated, and it keeps on going. And like the closer and closer you get to a goal, the more irresistible it becomes. And like that's the kind of thing that you need. But if there's a lot of little steps that happen before a large goal is accomplished, and you have to recognize them, otherwise you will get unmotivated. So anyways, that's my little piece on staying motivated, getting motivated, staying motivated. Sorry, today, not only does like celebrating those small wins keep you motivated, it also keeps you happy. Like you realize that there's progress being made. Like that's the spice of life, guys. Like being happy, recognizing that improvements are being made, big or small, it doesn't matter. Like if you're getting better, you're getting better, and like that's going to be an improvement on your life. So whether that's in body composition, mental attitude, whether it's getting stronger, like you name it, like recognize your progress. And if you take one thing away for free from us ever, let it be that you recognize the positive in your life and be grateful for it. Don't miss out on that. Anyways, that's my spiel for today. I'll be back with you tomorrow.